I get my press-ons to actually stay on. Of course, I have my nail kit. I made this from a Dollar Tree kit. It's so handy. And for this week's nails, we're going with my signature nail, the Obsessed Velvets. I have already removed my previous set and my nails don't need cut down this week, so I'm just gonna go straight in with the filing block. I like the Olive and June ones, and I'm just going to buff the whole entire surface of the nail. Next, I'm gonna take the prep pad that comes with the press-ons. This helps dry out the nails. You want to remove all the oils and things like that, so cleans up that dust and dries them out. For my cuticles, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care too much about doing my cuticles, but I do take the little wooden stick the nails come with and I just press down. I just go ahead and push the cuticle down really quickly. Like, I don't do too much with that. So now for the fun part, finding your nail sizes. I do this so much that I know mine by heart and I use the same brand, so it's pretty consistent. But if you don't know, just take the nails that look like they would fit and size them up. You want them to fit nail to nail without any nail showing, but you also don't want them too big that it covers the skin on the sides. But you also don't want them too small that you're forcing it down. Make sure it's the perfect fit. And Olive and June has so many to choose from. Trust me, there's a size for everybody. And don't worry, I see the comments from some of you guys about having big nail beds and worried that press-ons won't work for you. This is one of their bigger sizes. This would legit fit my big toe. In case you wanted to know my sizes, my thumbs are a 15 or a 14 depending on the nails. For these ones, 14. My index is a 9, my middle finger is a 10, my ring is an 8, and my pinky is a 3. Okay, last tedious step, and then it's smooth sailing from here. I swear by nail tabs. If you have an issue with your press-ons popping off, this combo never lets me down. Nail tabs and nail glue. Yes, both together. It's my tried and true. So you take the little press-on tab, peel it off. This side has a wrapper on it. The other side is sticky. So you take the sticky side face down and you put it on the press-on. Hold it down, get it on there, and then there's a little tab at the bottom. Peels right off. And then your press-on sticky thing is inside the nail. I like to go ahead and get all the nails done really quickly because this is a lot harder to do once you have press-ons on. And with anything, this just gets easier over time. It's not that doing press-ons is necessarily hard. It's just tedious, and with practice, you just naturally get better at it. I do get my adhesive tabs from Dollar Tree. The Candy Moyo ones are my absolute favorite. Okay, and now it's smooth sailing from here because all we gotta do is put the nails on. For nail glue, I used to use the glue that comes with the nail kits, but I switched to this one and I like it so much more. Don't get me wrong, the glue that comes with the kit works just fine, especially with the adhesive tabs. But this is the Olive and June Ultra Strong Nail Glue, and it has a brush tip. So I just take a thin layer of this and I cover it as if you were painting your nail. And then when applying the press-on, this is an important step. You want to go at an angle downward. So you want to push down towards your cuticle. And you don't need to hold with like Hulk strength. I feel like that is a misconception with press-ons. That can cause air bubbles and glue to spill out. Just lightly hold it there for like 30 seconds to a minute, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to put insane pressure down on your nails. A few commonly asked questions I get is how long these hold up. These would easily last me 2-3 weeks, but I get bored and I like to switch my nails up, especially since they're quick and easy to do for me, so I don't mind changing my nails weekly. If you're going to use the glue that comes with the nail kits, just do a small dot in the center and then take the tip of the nail glue and just kind of brush it out. Okay, and for our final step, you'll notice they have this little sharp edge at the top. I like to take a nail file and just slightly hit all of those. You don't want to file too hard because you don't want to mess up the shape, but if you just lightly go over them, it helps soften that little sharp piece. And the nail kits do come with files. I just have this one from Dollar Tree. That way I don't have to save all the individual little files. And then just some final tips for you guys. If you're gonna go with nails that have a print on them, like a French tip, a design, anything like that, I strongly suggest using a top coat, because even though they are press-ons, they do still break down and chip away like regular nails. I find that the velvets, the chromes, anything solid, I don't have an issue with, so I don't need to use this today. But anytime I'm messing with something with design, especially a French tip, always a top coat. And then a huge one is try to plan this around your bedtime. I like to do my nails before bed because it's best to go without getting these wet as long as possible. And then the last step, I just like to hit them with the cuticle oil. I've had questions if this messes with them, and I personally have no issues. I more or less just try to avoid showers, washing my hands for a while, things in direct water. But as far as cuticle oil, no, I have no issues. And there you have it, this week's nail set.